It is Thursday, and I thought, okay, I'm at lunch. Why not go live? If y'all, if anybody is tuning in, yay. If not, I guess I'm just talking to myself and y'all can watch later. But anywho, so the other day I shared that I wrote a book, and I did. And Amazon was having some issues. Hopefully, they get them resolved today, and everything will be up and live today or tomorrow at the latest. Sometimes, these things happen, stuff takes time, but I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on this book, whether it's via Kindle or if you buy paperback or hardback, whatever. Hey, I'll appreciate it. And yeah, so I just wanted to come on and say hey and talk about some things, talk about the book. I kind of explained it in the description in the other video I uploaded, kind of explaining what prompted me to write a book. And so, yeah, so let's talk about that. Thank you. Hey, Marsha. Hey, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Hey, y'all. Hey. Thank you so much. So, ever since I was little, I want to say around fourth grade was when my love of writing began because I had a teacher who gave us the assignment of keeping journals. And that's what started everything. So I literally kept a journal until my 30s. But also that just inspired me to write because I have a very wild imagination. I used to like writing funny stories, and I would just share them with my siblings. And um, I just always loved to write, always wanted to write a book. It just depended on what, you know what I mean? So when I started tossing this around, especially since I have a blog, like y'all, I've had this blog on WordPress for the past 13 years, and I blogged about my natural hair journey. I blogged about my lock journey. And I'm like, I always, in the back of my head, I'm like, I need to put all of this in a book somehow, some way. And then, like, after my mom passed, I started really, really like thinking about my natural hair journey and I was like, you know what? I should write about that, like just chronicle, like a memoir, and just chronicle my earliest remembrances of getting my hair straightened to, which was at 4 years old, which is why I chose that photo of me at 4 for the cover of my book. I thought that was perfect because that literally was the earliest I can remember getting my hair straightened. And it was for my 4 year old kindergarten picture. So it's like I kind of start there and just kind of go through and I share, you know, some funny stories, some not so funny stories. And I just talk about some things. I talk about a lot of some hard things, topics that I feel like aren't talked about enough. And yeah, um, so that's what I did. And it's a whole lot of things in there, something for everybody. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for everybody to like, read it, give their thoughts, their feedback, and yeah. So that's that. And let's see. I see some trolls in here. And I am from Wisconsin, for those asking. And yeah. So, you're gonna see me like promoting and pushing and like even like maybe reading a few excerpts from the book and just really talking about that part, that journey and just writing it. Like I took my time with it, and yes, I kept it to myself. I did not share with people. My husband didn't even know that I was doing this. Like it was, because for me it was personal, and I wanted to make sure that I told my story in the right way. And there was so much more I could have shared, but um, I didn't want the book to be too long. And it also leaves room for there to be a follow up if I choose to do a follow up and tackle some other things. But I guess what I really want people to know that, this is my story, my experiences, and I'm offering opinions. They're my opinions. And you may or may not agree with them, and that is quite all right. Um, but yeah, it's just, it'll be interesting to hear other people's thoughts. And once they read the book and once it's live, and I'm going to try to plan for like giveaways and like have a live in the evening where people can, especially those who've read it or who bought the book, like we can have a chance to have a discussion, ask questions if there are certain questions you might have. So, yeah, Boss Diva, you better stop. You're from Racine. You are literally my neighbor. Like, we got to link up. We have got to link up. That is so crazy. I would have never thought, like, you never know where, your YouTube followers and friends are from. And you are literally across the street from me in Racine. Because I'm in Milwaukee. That is too crazy. We definitely have got to link up. Yeah, we got to talk. You got to tell me. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay, so you're from Racine, but hey, smart move. Smart move on you to go warmer. Because I'm still wondering why I'm still here. Because it is freezing today, by the way. As you know, it is freezing. And it's like, why am I here? Why am I putting up with this? You see what I got on, this thick turtleneck, girl. So yeah. Um yeah. Well, hey girl, hey. What is the point of this? Please, can you tell me I just joined? Like, please. Amari, I'm talking about the book. I wrote a book. It's my memoir about me going natural. So I basically, I'm just kind of giving a little background of what motivated me to write the book. And yeah, so that's why I decided to hop on live real quick during my lunch hour and just say hey to y'all and to let you guys know to be on the lookout. The book still hasn't gone live yet on Amazon. There were some issues that need to be fixed. So now, hopefully they're fixed. It kind of takes time before it goes live. So I will keep you all posted. I will be sure to let you all know and post a link when it's available. Okay, so your dad moved you. Okay. So did you guys have family in Florida already or what? And how long? Like how long ago was that? Have you guys lived in Florida for a minute? But even still, um, thank you, Amari. I appreciate that, and you are very welcome. Um, I'm trying to let me go through the comments to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I said hey to Marsha, Carolyn, Suman, hey. Greetings from Poland. I can't pronounce your name and I don't want to mispronounce it, but hello. Boss Diva, hey girl. And oh my goodness, girl. So you've been there for a long time. Good grief. Okay. You still my neighbor because you were born here. And then moved to Florida, which, yeah. So you got that hot blood now. Like you would not be able to handle this Wisconsin winter mess at all. This Wisconsin cold, cause it's nothing to it ain't nothing nice. But hey, girl, hey. So glad you were able to join. And to the three people that are still on, thank you. Um, I know I be doing these random lives and don't be giving y'all heads up, but I just want to like hop on and let you know that soon, like once this book is live, I'm gonna start planning some lives. I'm gonna give you guys a more heads up about about the book. We're gonna have a like a little question and answer session where you guys can like ask me whatever, have a discussion about the book, any particular chapter, anything you want to ask me basically about going back natural, which is the title of my book. So yeah. Oh, girl, yes. Yes, you got to tell me. I know you got stories. I know you got stories. So I am going to. I'm sorry, I'm reading. I was about to say something. And I'm reading Amari's comment. I have the same type of hair as you, like it's just crazy, but like it was a super longer. I'm just asking, how long have you had it? So this is my hair. And I just had my 6 year lock versary. So 6 years I've been locked. I started out with sister locks and then I combined them and to the size that they are now. And I dyed the ends. I did this like from here on down. I didn't do my whole head. I did that earlier in the year. So yeah, this is my hair, the length, and this is 6 years of growth. I had my 6 year anniversary last month, November 16th. And yeah, I got some fuzzy wuzzies. So yeah. How long have you been locked, Amari? And Boss Diva, how long have you been locked? I don't think I ever asked you that, or maybe I did and I just forgot. But yeah, I would love to hear your stories, girl. Thank you, Amari. I appreciate it. And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that too. Thank you to all my new subscribers, by the way. I appreciate y'all. I saw a couple of new ones. So thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 years, sister locks. Okay. Amari, you've had your locks for 6 years? That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Boss Diva, did you have traditional locks before, or is this your first time being locked? Okay. So this is your second set of locks, Amari. Well, that's cool. I'm glad the second set worked better for you. Y'all see this loose hair? My locks, I don't know if you're new to my channel. Um, One of the main issues I've always had um, with my locks is that they don't grow. My hair grows outside of the lock. My hair does not grow in the lock like most people. And then I later found out that this is a common thing. Like it's not just me. It's a lot. This happens to a lot of people. So when you see, yeah, I always have flyaways or frizz, but I don't mind it. It's okay to me. But oh, so you had traditional for 7 years. Nice. Um Retwist more often for who? For me? I don't believe in that. I don't like that. I think that weakens your hair. I think that contributes to thinning if you do it too often. If you do your retwist too often. I'm okay with the fuzz. Like the frizz and loose hair, that doesn't bother me. I'm not the type that, ooh, my hair has to be neat at all times and I don't want a hair out of place. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. So I'm okay with it. Absolutely, it is. Being locked is easy life for me in my career for sure. I totally agree with that. That's true. I used to twist my hair once a month when I had locks. Yeah. Hey, 305 Capricorn. Hey, 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 how are you? I hope you're doing good. Yeah. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I do. And I try to go really once every 2 months. Like I try to stretch out my retwist as long as possible. Um, because I believe less is more. The colored ends are actually doing pretty good. I've been really, really diligent about keeping them moisturized and making sure that when I oil, that I do the ends, like I give my ends that extra attention because they're colored, all the colored parts, I try to give it extra attention, but so far so good because I know color can dry out your hair, it can cause breakage and shedding. So I try to be really, really diligent about keeping them moisturized and, excuse me, oiled and all that good stuff. Boss Diva, I retire 8 to 9 weeks. My lactician don't like it, but it works for me. You got to do what works for you. Absolutely. You got to do what works for you. You had your locks for 17 years. I recently cut them last year when I turned 36. I'm currently 37. That's a long time. That's a long time. And I bet they were super long and I bet they were super heavy. But that is a really long time. Boss Diva, I never did get the Botano oil. That is still on my to-do list. And I know, girl, you done told me about 4, 5, 11 times which one to get. And I still have not done it, but it's still on the back of my mind to get some. So yeah, girl, when I get it, I definitely will let you know. I'm doing good. I finally going to take a retighten interlock class for my sister locks. I'm over. Yeah, girl. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. At this point, 350. Golly, when did it get so expensive? Where do you live, 305 Capricorn? Like, either I'm completely out of the loop of when retightenings got so expensive, but girl, I would take the retightening class and learn myself if I had to pay that much money. And then people get mad at me when I say Sister Locks is a money grab. I wouldn't say that if I didn't know so many people who get into it just for the money they can make. You can make a lot of money, and there's people charging a ton of money for these retightenings, and it's crazy. See? Exactly, Boss Diva. See? Girl, I've never heard of that. When I was, when I still had Sister Locks, I think I was only paying 150, somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. The price never got to 200 for me, but I only I had sister locks for like a year and a little change before I combined them. So, but I don't think I ever paid more than 150, if even 150. So, 350 is a buttload of money. You live in New York? Okay. That's still a lot though, girl. I think, yeah, I would combine. I don't know how many locks you have, but that was another thing. Like, I combined my locks because I realized that I don't like the tiny locks. I thought I would, but on me, I didn't like them. They are beautiful. I still believe sister locks are beautiful. I'll always say that. But I think they look better on other people. They just didn't work for me. So, and I leaned more towards traditional locks to begin with. And that's what I should have got. That's what I should have went with my gut and gone traditional. But, you know, you live and learn. Mm, yeah. 350, girl, that's highway robbery. And for every 6 weeks, whew, I mean, yeah, no. No, no, no. So, if you're going to combine your locks, how big do you want your locks to be? Have you decided on the size, or what size locks do you want? They don't accept, see, that's game too. That's so messed up. They don't accept transfer clients. This is the stuff that makes me mad. And I don't know about you, but in my area, in a lot of other areas, if you are a transfer client, they charge you even more. And then, depending on how long it's been since you had your last retie, they're going to charge you more for that too. So it's like you're being punished for switching locticians, which is crazy work. 390. Girl, I had like 375 locks before I combined them. So you pretty much in the same boat as I was when I had sister locks. I didn't have 400 locks. And that's because I chose to have the biggest size sister locks that I could get. I didn't want the teeny tiny. And so I ended up with maybe 380 at the most. And then I combined them, and I combined, like, girl, like six of them together, depending how, because on the perimeter, they were smaller, tinier. So I remember me and my sister-in-law, because she's the one who helped me combine them. Girl, I combined like four, five, six of them together. And I kept like over time, until I got to the size that I wanted. I just kept combining them until they were where I wanted them to be. And this was the size that I was okay with. I couldn't even tell you how many I have now, but I know I'm in the hundreds. Like, yeah. The last time I had my daughters count them for me, and it was in the low hundreds because I want to say I combined my locks a total of, girl, probably 3 or 4 times until I was satisfied with the size. And yeah. Yeah. Hey, Carolyn. Yeah. You're right. The longer you wait, the more money. And they do, like I said, they do charge you. Like if you have a whole bunch of new growth, you're going to get charged for that for sure. For sure. But I just can't get over how much they charge you as a transfer client. Um, and then why, I want to know why people aren't taking transfer clients in New York. Like, that is so bogus. Like, are they overwhelmed? Do they have so many clients that they just can't take anymore? Like, what is the deal? I don't get it. And you would think New York will have more Sister Locks consultants to choose from because it's New York. Like it's big. Well, it's a lot of people. So that's craziness. And I don't blame you for combining your locks. Cause also consider 305 Capricorn. If you decide to combine your locks, and depending how big they are, you'll also have to decide, do you want to keep interlocking or do you want to twist, palm roll? Because when I combined my locks, I stopped interlocking. Because for one, my locks were bigger. And for two, I just felt like palm rolling and twisting was better for me. And and I've been doing it ever since. And I think, I don't know. That was me. I'm not telling you to do. But I think that's something you should consider too, depending on how big you combine your locks to. And then, do you want to continue to interlock, or are you okay with palm roll and twisting? Of course, the benefits of interlocking is your retie will last longer versus palm rolling. Your retwist will last only a week or two. And if you're okay with that, then yeah, that's an option. But if you want your retwist to last longer, then I guess maybe sticking to interlocking is the best. But then you'll have to find somebody who's willing to interlock and who has the correct tools to interlock your bigger size locks, because I don't know how many sister locks consultants will be willing to deal with, non sister locks hair. So that's another thing you got to think about. 130, that's reasonable, Carolyn. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're going to combine 2 to 3 locks together, and you would rather twist any day over interlocking. Okay. These are still considered small. And some people will look at me and say, "Oh, I love your sister locks." And it's like I have to constantly tell them, like, "No, these aren't sister locks. These are bigger than sister locks. These are just, I guess, micro locks at this point." But combining, practice, like play with combining 2 or 3 locks and see if that's the size that you like. See if that works for you. And kind of go from there. And then try to find somebody that will um, twist your hair, palm roll and twist. Because there are some locticians out there, like the ones who do traditional locks and the ones who do micros, like mine. Some are finicky about palm rolling and twisting smaller locks. So yeah, that's another thing you'll have to do is find somebody who's willing to twist your locks, because they're still going to be small if you're only going to twist or combine 2 to 3 locks. Boss Diva, but you Of course, you're going to say that because you had traditional for 7 years and then you went to Sister Locks. And I always kind of hear that from those. I hear it going both ways, like those who went from Sister Locks to traditional or traditional to Sister Locks. Like they love one more than the other. But I think it's what works for you and the look that you would rather have for yourself. But okay, I hear you. 305 Capricorn. I don't blame you because it's getting ridiculous. You live in New York and that's the going rate. That's a lot of money. So girl, yeah. I would say start looking, start searching, um, book some consultations with some traditional lock people and like just ask them like would you be willing to palm roll or twist, smaller locks, and um, see if they would be able to assist you combining your locks or if you combine them yourself, um, and then go seek out somebody and let them know like, hey, these are the size of my locks and I would like to switch from interlocking to palm roll and twisting. Is that something you could do for me? I would start looking for that person like now and start going to consultations and stuff because that's what I did. I started looking for people, asking for recommendations, word of mouth, and my cousin Kiki actually was the one who recommended my current loctician to me, and I've been going to her ever since. And she palm roll and twists, and she does a beautiful job. And my hair has been flourishing under her for the past, what, 4 years or so? Has it been four? I want to say, yeah, 4 years. So, yeah, when I started going to her, my hair was about right here, maybe. It was just starting to touch my shoulders. And now you see how long it is now. So she takes really good care of my hair. And she's gentle. She never does my retwist too tight. She doesn't tug and pull. Even if I let her do a style on me, her styles are never too tight. She's real, she's very aware of, making sure that any style isn't too tight. So she's taking good care of my hair. Yes, boss diva, it's the shake and go for me too. Like literally take my bonnet off and off I go. Like spritz, moisturize if I need to in the morning, and then boom, I'm gone. Sister Locks XL, what is that? Will be released next year. I've seen it on their website. I'm assuming people are complaining about the small size locks. Say what now? Oh my gosh, y'all. Listen, I gotta hop off. My lunch is over, but we need to continue this. 305 Capricorn. I need to look. I'm gonna have to go and look at the website because what is this about? Yeah, I'm gonna have to look this up. And I think they're doing that to try to tap into the micro lock game because so many people are opting for micro locks that look like sister locks. And yeah, that's interesting. But I'm gonna have to tap out. Talk to y'all later. I had a good time talking to y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And yes, keep an eye out. I'm going to keep y'all posted on the book and when it's live on Amazon. So I'm going to, ooh, she said, I am Marsha. Yeah. Oh, yes. It's a whole thing. What? Y'all, I had no clue. I'm so out the loop. But listen, I'm about to go investigate and I'm going to hop on live again. We're going to talk about this, y'all. So stay tuned and thank y'all for hipping me to this new thing. I had no idea. Talk to y'all later and y'all take care. Bye.